I've got here with me Dave Ranyard, who runs the London Studio for PlayStation VR. Dave, can you give a little bit more detail about what exactly it is that you do for Sony?
Yeah, so we have a video game development studio. We've made a ton of different games in the past, from the Getaway to SingStar to iToy, and in the last couple of years we've done a lot of work on PlayStation VR, and we made a number of the demos that have been shown alongside the headset. So one that's particularly interesting, I think you've had a go on, is a London Heist.
It was great.
Where you get to play the role of being an East End gangster. You've got a gun, you're in a van, you're shooting a lot of baddies, and yeah, it's our vision of that is like stepping into an action movie.
So yeah, speaking of the Getaway sequence in it, you obviously worked on the Getaway PlayStation 2 game, I think it was, right?
What?
And now you've worked on this. And you know, it's set in the same kind of world, but the development of it must have been so different. What's the main development difference between making a normal open world game like the Getaway and creating a VR sequence like this?
Wow, it's a big question. But what we've been really attracted to with VR is that you just have to start from the beginning. You know, throw the design rule book out the window and start again. So something that might sound really trivial in a video game, like a character hands something to you. It probably happens in every frame, you know, of millions of video games every day, but actually that's really powerful in VR. So in one of the sections, you're actually being interrogated by a gangster, and he hands you a mobile phone. Pick it up and you listen to it. It's really powerful, especially when you've got Mickey, this pretty aggressive guy, staring at you, and you think he's about to put a blowtorch in your face.
It was very menacing. As a fan of the original Getaway game for the PlayStation 2, I clocked straight away that this had something to do with that PlayStation 2 game. Is this a possible sign that we could see a Getaway game for the PlayStation 4?
So, you know, what we've done is we've used the Getaway as inspiration. It gave us a great universe to build some experiences in, and we all work in London, so a lot of us, you know, we know that gritty underworld. Maybe not every day, but you know, it's part of our culture as a studio, as well as a great game that came out, you know, whatever, 13 years ago. So the things that we are working on will be available on PlayStation VR. How they'll be available and what format exactly, we're still working out those things, so we'll be able to say more about that before the launch of PlayStation VR.
I'm quite interested in retroactive support for certain games, so obviously there'll be lots of new games developed that go specifically with PlayStation VR. What about games that already exist for the PlayStation 4? Will they be able to be updated with the VR content?
So it's an interesting question, because actually you do need to redesign things for VR. You can't just take an existing game, throw it into VR and good luck, you know. You really need to change the mechanics and things. Having said that, you know, we have such a rich culture in gaming of amazing universes and worlds that we love to play in, that absolutely some of those could be really, really amazing VR experiences. So I think we'll see a bit of both. You know, we'll see some games. So yeah, do you know what? We're going to add in this VR section because we really want to do it. We know the fans are going to love it. And there'll be other games that say, right, we've got this amazing world, we've got an amazing character, and we want to make a really amazing brand new VR experience with that. So I think we'll have to see how different people react to VR in terms of developers. But what I can say is I've got a lot of developer friends, and they're really excited about VR. You know, oh my God, what can I do with this? And I can do this now, and I can do that. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, and a lot of great ideas, and I can't wait to see them all come out.
All right, thanks for your time, Dave.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're watching What Culture?